What's going on, everybody? GemMint here, and today we're going to do an unboxing and review for the Prime 1 Studios Merciless from the Dark Knights metal line. 1/3 scale, crazy piece. Excited to jump into this. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you're enjoying the videos, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, and let's jump into the unboxing. All right, guys, first I wanted to really highlight the art box. I really dug the design here and the different color schemes. So this is box number 1, which is going to house just the base. Here's the styrofoam. As you can see, it's a big blocky type of styrofoam box. This also comes with a 2022 calendar from Prime 1. Very cool. Like I said, we have about half the year left to use this, and there's some great ones that we missed, man. Guts was one of the months here. It has an advertisement for Gotham by Gaslight Batman, which this one and the Justice League Blood Batman, I kind of forgot about both of those pieces. They aren't really on my radar. It does also have the assembly instructions and like where the package contents go, so helpful pamphlets in here from Prime 1. This video will act like an assembly guide as well. And then onto the box, removing the lid, you can see just one big chunk of base. Let's actually just get it out of the styrofoam and put it on the turntable. All right, here you go. So it's this big chunk of base. I love the golden statuesque nature of the bottom, the lava pouring over it on top with that concrete and that cliff ledge where the merciless Bruce Wayne will have his foot. Onto box number 2. Again, wanted to take the chance to showcase the artwork on the box. Love this red panel. Wish I had somewhere better to display the box art that we have here. All right, so there are 2 layers on this second box. We're gonna lift off the top thinner layer, remove all the tissue paper, and reveal the contents on the top. So here we go, man. A nice shiny blue metallic sea of armor. The first piece is this rock piece, which will go on front of the base. It has blood stains on it, and it has a portrait or sketch of Wonder Woman, Princess Diana. Then we have the right fist with the huge sword. Love the metallic blue paint, and the golden sword looks awesome with that more of a deep orange in the middle. The calligraphy, the weathering and battle damage, and the overall design is just so cool on this sword, and it's huge. It's a 1/3 scale, huge fist and sword. We have a couple of pieces of sculpted fabric, so you can see the texturing, the calligraphy on the sides, the tatteredness on the bottom. And the other piece will have those same details, but it also has a chain attached to a sheath. So here's the real chain, and you can see the sheath with the nice leather detail, the metal details as well. And then we're gonna go on to the side hip guards. One of the blues is a little bit more greenish blue than the others on the right there. See, these 2 blue knee guards look the same color. Great details with the weathering and damage. Then to the portrait. So the first portrait, insane. These huge fins on the side of its helmet, that grill, that guard with those red eyes, and then the chainmail neck. You can see the texture and feel it. Looks so cool. Awesome design on the back. And then we have an alternate portrait which has more of a bat vibe. Those spiked, elongated teeth, the bat wing ears. And there's a different positioning that we'll show later when we start assembling, but a different design on the back as well. Awesome portraits. Let's get them side by side so you can really see those differences in the design. It's almost like different skins in a video game. That's everything on the top layer. Here's the second layer. Let's go ahead and remove the tissue paper, and we'll see the top half of the torso, the bottom part of the body for the legs, and that third portrait, the unmasked older Bruce Wayne with the power of Ares, villain and nemesis to Wonder Woman with his missing eye, giving me heavy Odin vibes. He's got the white and gray beard and hair. The tendrils look great. Same great chainmail detail and texturing. The paint looks great on the skin tone. And then we have some shoulder pads, very similar to the other pieces of armor that we looked at. Now let's take a look at the legs. You have a lot of mud and splash speckled on the armor. I love the design of the boots. You can see the leather straps that are sculpted. You can see the undergarment here with the armor up top, the leather straps going up to the belt, the emblem on his belt, that logo looks great, highly detailed, heavy legs, and a heavy torso with that Batman Wonder Woman logo, the Merciless logo, if you will. Chainmail, putting his right arm high in the sky. So much damage, and you can see the white silver where the blue has been chipped away. Intricacies sculpted into the armor as well. Beautiful. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and key in Bruce Wayne. Like I said, his left foot will be atop of that cliff. He's got the high ground. I love that gold shine against the orange lava and gray rock. Let's go ahead and put that Wonder Woman rock in the front. We'll get the armor on top of the knees. The magnets are in such a way where you can't mess this up. Putting on the hip guards. And that one does seem, again, a little bit too blue. This one seems to be the right tone. We'll get the top part of the body onto the legs. Big key notch and a peg. And that'll nuzzle right in. Let's go ahead and key in the chain on the back of his belt, and that can go around the side of his leg. And that's where the fabric will go under his belt in the front here. Then the other piece of sculpted fabric will do the same on the back. Then we'll get those shoulder plates of armor attached. There's the left arm, and then on the right arm that's lifted up in the air. Let's get the right hand. This thing is so tall. The sword is up in the sky, and then we have to try on the portrait. So like I said, there's different angles depending on the portrait you use. This one, the first portrait that we've shown, he's looking back more, looking up at his right hand, looking at the sword. It's good for a down low display. The next portrait, which I really dig, he's looking more forward. Although in the design itself, he's already leaning backward, but facing more forward, just like with the unmasked human portrait. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and take a look at the Merciless in full on the table here. But I do want to thank the sponsor of today's video, That Spider-Man Booth. You got to catch them exclusively on Whatnot. They are doing daily live comic book auctions with huge CGC key issue giveaways and street level hero exclusive variants that they drop there exclusively, and they sell out there, which is why they rarely are even listed on their site anymore. If you haven't downloaded Whatnot, the link's in the description. It'll actually get you a $10 credit that you can use towards your first purchase. All right, guys, here we have him. Now, some of you may be asking, who is this Bruce Wayne? Who is the Merciless? Why does he have a Batman / Wonder Woman logo? Well, this is part of the Dark Knight's Metal series, where there were dark universes of the multiverse introduced, and every dark multiverse had a twisted version of Bruce Wayne. In this version, he obtained the powers of Ares and is actually an enemy, a nemesis towards Wonder Woman. So this is just an evil version of a war god type of superhero, which there are many versions, as you'll see as we continue to collect this line. This piece is insane. It's 44 inches tall with a diameter of about 16 inches, but an immaculate piece. I mean, a 1/3 scale, huge character. Already the base is massive. You can see how large it is on this turntable. It's got this bottom sub base, which is a rocky type of texture, sculpted cracks throughout, moving up to that gold statuesque Merciless portrait on the front. It's almost more of a bronzed, dirty type of sculpture, which is sitting underneath these dark gray rocks on top of molten lava that's dripping down here. Love the orange with those yellow highlights, the like gloopiness towards the bottom of the sculpt, shining on the bottom of the rock here, as you can see, almost like Pride Rock from Lion King. And then this huge armored knight who's sitting on top here. Amazing, man. The paint job, I love that metallic shine, but it's still beaten and weathered, and it still has dirt and grime, especially towards the boots. That gnarly sculpted armor, as we can see here, with the points and the jaggedness. Love the touch of the real chains, as with the Batman Who Laughs, which we'll get to later, with those sculpted loincloths. Just the armor moving all the way up. It's an amazing piece of artwork. The sculpture, the paint job. Now the portraits, I think you have some great options. If you're at an eye level, you can have this portrait looking dead at you. I love the bat details. If you're going to display him low, which is where actually I'm going to have him right now, you have the other portrait of him looking upward, so that's going to work out. And I feel like I'm going to keep that old man Bruce Wayne portrait out of the box. It looks awesome, from the gashed out removed eye to the intense, insane look of his other blue eye. Great looking portraits here. That Bruce Wayne portrait makes this the exclusive, which retailed $1,405. The collector's edition did not have that portrait, but he did have the other two, and it retailed $1,355. So with me collecting more 1/3 scale pieces, DC and Marvel, I decided to jump into the Batman metal line. You know what? They're impressive, awesome pieces. I really love the Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman that were recently revealed during their Next Level showcase. I reviewed Batman Who Laughs. It was very Gary's piece, and I should have bought that at the time when I had to, but it's going to be fun being on the hunt for that. Once we move, I'm going to be on the hunt for Batman Who Laughs. I have all the other ones that are available on pre-order. I have them pre-ordered. So I think I'm going to make a video on my recent pre-orders because I've been buying again. I've been having that itch, and we're getting through the end of this house closing. So Batman the Merciless, love this piece. Excited for the future pieces. Some should be shipping soon. Prime One showing a lot of production reveal pictures recently, so if you want to follow them on social media. But let me know what you think about Batman the Merciless in the comments down below. Thanks for watching. Stay minty fresh. Peace.